Hello crafty friends, welcome to today's clean and simple card making video. Today I'm going to use these two dies to create an embellishment for a card. I think these are creative expressions because of the colour of the dies, but I'm not 100% sure because I got them from a charity shop. So with these dies you can use just this bit to make an aperture in a panel, but if you put its coordinating outline around it, it will cut it out as a individual embellishment rather than an aperture. I find with these dies it's really difficult to get the die cut out once you've cut it, but if you put some greaseproof paper, I've just got some deli paper here, if you put that over your die before you add your card, that should make it a lot easier to get the die cut out of the die. I normally add a cardboard shim as well because that will help the die to cut. If you find it hasn't cut through perfectly, you can always add another shim or just run it again through your die cutting machine. There's a few bits here that don't look like they've cut completely, so we'll run it through again. That looks like it's worked. There we go, and that was really easy to remove, and you can always use, if you're careful, that bit of greaseproof paper as well. These should pop out easily when I'm ready to do that. Right, I'm going to use this die to cut out a piece of card to back my little die cut with, but before I do I'm going to decorate it, and something quite delicate, just some spun sugar. So I'm just swiping it on and blending it to build up the colour. I've given this a blast with my hairdryer just to dry the ink, and now I'm giving it a good going over with talcum powder, which will hopefully dry up any moisture and grease and remove any static because I want to do some heat embossing. I want to use this script stamp. I believe this is from Woodware, and I'll pick it up with my stamp platform. I'll just go over it again. Now I will add some embossing ink. Now I'll put some rose gold embossing powder on here. I did manage to smear the embossing a little bit, but I think it'll be okay because it's just for visual texture. I like it, but I think the background might be a little bit bold, so I'm going to die cut one of these from vellum. You lose the rose gold, but I think it's better. To stick this to the vellum, I'll add some matte gel medium with my dedicated sponge glue dauber. Press it down with some deli paper, and then I'll use this glue pen to go around the back of the die cut part. Hopefully this won't show through the vellum. If you find you haven't quite aligned it properly, you can just trim off any bits that are sticking out. Angle your scissors underneath the top die cut and you'll be able to trim off any bits. I'm a little bit sad that you can't see that rose gold on there, so I'm just having a little think about how I can bring a bit more back in. I've got my card panel here, it's just smooth white cardstock. I think what I'm going to do is create a band of rose gold stamping. So I've masked off an area and I will ink this up. I will remember to use anti-static powder, and I'm going to have to put my head right over so I can line this up straight. I think that's about as straight as I'm going to be able to get it. It doesn't go all the way across the card, but that's okay. I don't want such a harsh line there, so I'm just going to tickle the edge of the embossing to make it a little bit raggedy. Now I can carefully remove my washi tape. Before we stick the embellishment on, I'm going to put a bit of saltwater taffy on my mat, pick it up with my paintbrush and spatter it around the area where I'm going to put the embellishment. So those spatters are very, very faint, but that's fine. And I think that works on there. I can kind of line up the writing so that it looks continuous. To stick that down, I'll use some tacky glue, high tack glue. I always call it tacky glue. It's not tacky glue, it's high tack glue. For a little something to go on my embellishment, so to become part of the embellishment, I thought I'd use this fern, and I cut it out of white, but now I'm thinking I want to bring some more of that spun sugar in, so I'll just blend a little bit more on. And I'll also use this Sizzix Elasto Wax in rose gold. I'm going to go in quite heavy and see how it looks. Just going to buff it, get rid of any clumps of wax, and it buffs up the shine a bit. And I think I like that on there, but I think it needs something behind it to help it stand out, because there's a lot going on there. I've cut another one out of white, so I'm going to use it a bit like a drop shadow. So I'll spread some matte gel medium out there, dip the front of the white one into it, put that on there at a bit of an angle, like that. I'll put some glue down the middle of this. This fern dye is an old dye from the works. I don't think it's available anymore. And that can go on there like that. Just press it down. For sentiment, I've dipped into my pre-stamped and pre-cut sentiment stash, and this just says congratulations in a bold black font, and I've stuck that on with sticky tacky high tack glue. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape under here just to hold that up. To create a bit of depth and texture, I'm slipping my tweezers underneath the ferns and curling the fronds up a bit, just so it's not so flat. And I haven't got any rose gold Nuvo drops, but I've got copper, which is pretty close. So I'll add a few of those here and there, just to add a bit of energy and movement and flow. And I think I'm going to call this card done. I do hope you've enjoyed today's video, and it's given you some ideas of things you can do with dyes and stamps and waxes and inks that you already have in your stash. If it has, please do leave a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all those things, and I will see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.